What up, guys? Doc Dosa here, making another video right here with Animal Vader. I've seen a video he has on YouTube. He has a couple, has his channel, has a couple videos, a couple fights. He's building up his library, so somebody, I won't mind fighting. Let's see, he's picking De La Hoya. I want to pick somebody close. I just don't want to pick, I don't necessarily want to pick Leonard, but I don't want to pick Whitaker either. Duran's too strong. These guys are too big. I need somebody in the 140s. 147. I was probably better off picking off with Sugar. No, I can't pick these guys. 147. He's too tall. He's too big, man. I don't know. I don't want Hearns. He's too tall. That's Manny Pacquiao. I guess Chavez would have been good too, right there. If he picks De La Hoya, I'll pick Chavez. See what Chavez's toughness is. Oh, 100. Beautiful. Alright, I'll go with Chavez, man. Let's see. I don't remember too much. I haven't seen one of his videos in a few days, so I don't recall his box since I watched so many videos, including my own. I'm not sure exactly how he fights, but I'll figure it out on the fly. But he's a good opponent. He looks like he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? It's always fun to fight other subscribers, just to see where you're at, see if what you're doing is working, or if you need to go back to the drawing board.
Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Adams,
certain punches are too risky, or certain punches are just fine, It's all about adjustment.
Ready to dish up this big night of action. Julio Cesar Chavez is making his way to the ring right now. And he does so with an attitude that belies his in-ring intensity.
Yeah, I heard Chavez Jr. is having a hard time staying under 200. That sucks, you know what I mean? Because I'm a fan, I hope he comes back and does good. But I also heard that he's going through litigation with his management group or something like that.
As much indication of what kind of fight we're going to see based on this ring walk.
I think he's suing him or something. Or he wants to leave, go to someone else, or I don't know. It's always about money, though. You know how that goes.
Little get to know you here in the opening round. Scheduled for 10. What are some of the adjustments that can typically be?
I want to come off slow. I don't want to be too fast. I don't want to just come out ripping out of the gate. I want to walk out. Go with style.
For this fight than just speed. Why don't you start doing other things? Why don't you start fainting a little bit?
Like he's throwing a lot of punches.
A little bit. Get him into false moves.
I think there's no need just yet. It's round one.
Fighting jab by Julio Cesar.
I just want to see what he's throwing, what combination, so I could know how to react to them,
Punches together now. That's a nice combination. Able to cover up that gut.
He attacks the body good. Just gotta keep moving or else I'm gonna get hit.
There's that southpaw jab.
He's aggressive, that's for sure. Want him to throw a couple punches into the air. Takes away a little bit of that stamina. Tires him out in the round.
Good clean shot returning.
His punch, the fighter's punches in the beginning of the round are always the ones that hurt the most. So if you could hold off your punches till like the middle of the round, and you start hitting them with a little harder, a little more gusto.
Good block there by Miguel Cotto.
He has good countering ability though. I got countered a few times in a row. I'm sticking to him though. Hoping he tires out a little bit.
Body with the left, and then going up top with the right. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. This round comes to an end.
Good round, good round.
Easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he's throwing them up. It wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination.
Gotta go back to my lefty style.
Pretty slick in there.
I tried righty, but it just doesn't work out for me, man. I mean, when I turn righty, my hooks become a little more like deadly, but I end up having worse accuracy, not as good accuracy with my straight jab, and I don't seem to work the body the same way when I'm in a orthodox stance.
He got hit right there, but
I like being a southpaw. I'm just born a southpaw. I'm gonna die a southpaw, baby.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination.
I'm just gonna wear out his body.
Miguel Cotto swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Halfway through round number 2.
I'm throwing a lot of punches, but the good thing is that I'm throwing, but I'm not necessarily just hitting air. I'm either connecting or hitting his arms. So when you throw a punch and you hit someone's arms, you don't lose as much stamina, is what I mean. And if you throw one into the air and you just throw it into the air, you lose a lot more stamina. So it's better to hit arms than to hit nothing at all.
Chavez is showing you a little defensive skill there, and they'll move away from that punch.
At least that's what I learned from my experience.
Good solid shots with the combo downstairs.
So if I'm gonna miss, I at least want him to block it so that I don't lose as much stamina.
Cotto's got a way of just getting away from that punch.
Trying to work that body, but I need to relax. Just box a little bit.
10 clicks of the top. Chavez's work in training camp is now
good round, good round.
Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Round comes to an end here. Glad you joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And then guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there.
I'll try my orthodox stance, see how this works.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Brian, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way,
it just feels weird being orthodox.
You guys are picking up the tab tonight.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Accurate jab brings the right hand.
My punches are coming in the reverse. Not the reverse, but the opposite way. Instead of starting off with my right, I start off with my left.
A lot of things that Miguel Cotto does very well. One of them, he's a good body puncher.
Oh, yes, he is. And that fits in perfectly because he likes to go round. He's got a lot of endurance, he's patient. He will attack you in a real steady, patient sort of way. And that body work serves him.
Yeah, my defensive ability is not so good at the orthodox stance.
He just missed that shot up top. Watch the headshot. Chavez is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help you have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Chavez is showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Chavez's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Last 10
It's awkward, dude, fighting from the orthodox stance. But if I'm ever going to learn, I'm going to have to learn on the fly.
I know he's thrown a lot early on.
The best way to get experience.
Well, that's the other side of it. There's always a flip side to a coin. And the flip side here in the boxing ring, yeah, he threw a lot of punches. but they didn't affect the guy. Right now, I think he's giving in a little bit.
Start of round number 4.
I'm gonna go back to lefty. Yeah.
Accuracy has really carried this fight so far.
Was kind of weird, uncomfortable.
Yeah, and again, it's because of what you just touched on. He's been a sharpshooter all night long.
And a big uppercut from Chavez. Chavez is just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Chavez's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Here's something that's a key factor now, and that is his ability to simply defend himself. He's doing a wonderful job at it.
Yeah, he is, and that gives him the ability to always be fresh and confident round after round.
Just wanted him to tire himself out a little bit since he's being aggressive. He's throwing a lot of punches. If he keeps doing this, he won't last so long. It's not beneficial. Better to pick and choose your punches.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Good shit right there.
By Miguel Cotto. Nice combination by Julio Cesar Chavez.
So I notice a lot of people throw punches to be defensive, and yeah, it works, but you can't like keep on doing that. Like you can't keep doing that to keep somebody off you. Like throwing a continuous combo is in it'll keep someone off you for a few seconds, but they'll come right back. I wouldn't advise it. I'd rather advise you using your waist and blocking, and kind of trying to get out of the way a little bit. Sidestepping is always necessary, especially when someone's throwing straights at you. Well, in order for you to get out of his way, you need a sidestep. But a sidestep killer is a hook, because if they sidestep, you could still land that hook because they're still in front of you, just to the next to you, or rotating to your right or left, and that hook will catch them, Especially if you can be correct on what side he's choosing to sidestep to. So there's ways to kill the sidestep, trust me. There's ways to kill it.
The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody.
And then people feel like the sidestep is a spam. It's like moving. It's like people say it doesn't exist in real boxing, but are you kidding me? They do it all the freaking time, all the time. You just don't catch it because we're literally looking at their fists instead of their feet. But if you stay looking at their feet, you'll notice that they're hopping and skipping the whole entire fight. So it's easy to catch it, but nobody ever looks though. But sidestepping is totally part of boxing. That's why it was implemented into this game. Okay, I'm talking too much, being too defensive, not playing enough.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Julio Cesar Chavez. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work.
See if I can get him to the ropes. It's countering well.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Cotto's eye is now cut. That could be a real detriment. Unbelievable work there, landing a 4-punch combo. Left hand.
It's a war, that's for sure.
Chavez is way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. What an excellent 2-punch combo by Julio Cesar Chavez.
See, right now I'm having to keep him in front of me because he's moving, sidestepping, moving to the sides. So what I'm trying to do is cut off the ring. If I can cut off the ring, I don't allow him to
Cotto's failure to get away from his opponent's
get away from my punches, and
really the difference in this fight.
I can throw repetitive combos that I know by memory. I could do my little setup, boom, and if I can do that, it works. I can get him to the character to go down.
Miguel Cotto's wish came true. He was hoping for the end of that round. Now he has it. That was the only thing stopping him from going down.
Yeah, but it's not over. You have to think like a fighter thinks. Yeah, for that moment he got to reprieve, but he's got to go back in 1 minute and face it again. Does he have to?
I gotta be patient. make sure I'm able to open them up like a present, like a box. You can't just rip through it. I mean, so most people do because they're impatient. If you go about it the right way, shit, you'll be able to keep everything. It's not a very good analogy, but
That's a nice combination.
just, you know, patience is a virtue. And if you don't have patience, then competition in general isn't going to benefit you, because you're just going to rage, and you're going to stress yourself out. You're going to die in early life. You're not going to want to play OCW. You're going to say I can't play OCW because I rage too much, because I don't have the strength, or the, how would you call it? Like when you play people that spam, yeah, it's frustrating, but don't give up, man. Don't ever give up. I know it sounds cliche, don't give up, don't ever give in, but it's the reality, man. Like, rage quitting doesn't help you, doesn't help anybody. Your opponent doesn't get his points. You know, you get the win and all, but and then it goes negative on you did not finish. I'm not a quitter, man. That's why my did not finish is at 2%, only because my shit cuts off every once in a while. So, you know, every like 30-40 fights, one of my fights will either it'll freeze, or some shit will happen, you know.
Julio Cesar Chavez.
It's just part of I guess life. It's not, can't win them all, but the ones you can, you make sure you do it the right way. Yeah, I'm talking too much. I'm not even fighting. Being too easily repetitive. They're looking exactly what he knows what I'm doing, and I gotta switch up my game right here. Be right back.
He should be able to bring home a win. If things stay the way they are, he's clearly headed towards a win.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, but he has to make sure he doesn't, like in football, go into that defense. If he starts just moving, just staying away a little bit, now the things that were keeping his opponent from coming in that front door, well, guess what? They're not there no more.
Sorry about that, guys.
The opponent could get back into this fight.
How to replenish my drinking supply.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Big shot, the right.
He's being a little too aggressive jumping in while I was working on that counter, and I was able to count on him right. I'm pretty sure his stamina is low, and he started off the round the wrong way by jumping. It's good to jump in, but only when you know your opponent, like he's either like preoccupied moving or doing something else, or throw a jab, but make sure he don't sidestep. So it's tricky. This game's tricky, man. When you think you know this game is when you really don't.
Miguel Cotto looking to fight on after being floored. Took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
I'm just using my jab. I'm just trying to give him a little bit of frustration.
Blocks that belt line well.
A little bit of movement,
He gets off with a
blocking,
up top.
trying to stay in front of him, trying to tire him out for the next 20-30 seconds, and go for a kill.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Chavez is able to land a good, solid left hand. Miguel Cotto's thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not. And yet another big shot comes in. Can he beat the count?
He was tired. My blocking, or I don't want to call it perfect blocking, but my ability to block away his shots, he was tiring himself out by just being so aggressive. Should have took the fight a little slower and a slower pace. He was probably revving at like he's probably redlining it or going 100 miles per hour. Well, I was barely going 60. I'd push it to 70 sometimes when I needed to, but I wasn't trying to get out of control. He kind of got out of control at times of the fight, but he fought very well. Did not spam at all. I felt like I even threw more repetitive punches than he did. Very good fight by him. Animal Vader 36. Good fight, brother. Good fight, man. And not only that, but you had a Cotto who was an 88, slightly below Chavez 90. So rematch for sure. Next time I'll be the underdog for sure. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll show you the judges' scorecards to quickness. There it is. There she blows. Let's look at the fight totals.
knockout.
Good clean finish, man. Good clean fight by him. He did not spam whatsoever. Good fighter, man. You know, he did good. He did good. Those are all my punches. They're all his punches. Good stuff. Until next time. You like, you want to see more, subscribe. Peace out.